Okay, hello everyone. We will do presentation about the nature and characteristic of qualitative and quantitative research. Before that, let us introduce our group. My name is Putu Eka Mei Cahyani. My student number is 211-2021-046. And my partner.
My name is Putu Devita Kiranaputri Suada, and the student number is 211-2021-037.
Hello, my name is Komang Jayanti. My student number is 211-2021-033.
Okay, then the subtopic we will explain are first the nature of qualitative and quantitative research, and second characteristic of qualitative and quantitative research. Okay, the first material will be explained by Devita. For Devita, time is yours.
Thank you, Tueka. And now I will explain about the nature of qualitative and quantitative research. The first is the nature of qualitative research. The qualitative research relates to an in-depth interview, focus group, ethnographic research, content analysis, case studies research that are usually used. The result of qualitative methods are more descriptive and the inferences can be drawn quite easily from the data that is obtained. And for the second is the nature of quantitative research. Quantitative research deals in numbers, logic, and an objective stance. Quantitative research focuses on numeric and unchanging data and detailed convergent reasoning rather than divergent reasoning. That's all about my explanation, and for the next material will be explained by Tueka, and Tueka, time is yours. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Devita. I will continue the presentation. The next material is about the characteristic of quantitative. Number one is objective. Quantitative research has targets or goals that need to be achieved at the end of the study. And number two, clearly defined research question. In quantitative research, the researcher knows in advance what they are looking for. The number three is structured research instrument. Data in quantitative research are normally gathered using structured research tools such as questionnaire. And number four, numerical data. Data in quantitative research are in the form of number and statistic. Number five, large sample size. A quantitative research requires a large number of participants to arrive at more reliable data analysis. And number six, replication. Quantitative studies can be repeated to verify or confirm the correctness of the result in another setting. The last but not least is future outcomes. By using complex mathematical calculation and with the aid of computer, future results are easily predicted. Okay, I think that's all. The next material will be continued by Anggi. For Anggi, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Tueka, for the time that given to me. I will to explain about characteristic of qualitative. The first characteristic of qualitative research is basically human understanding of interpretation. The data analysis show a person's mental, social, and spiritual understanding of the world. As you may already know, qualitative research dig deep into the mind and emotion of the respondent. It touches feeling, emotion, perception, experience, and all other personal insight to gain relevant conclusion. And then the second qualitative research is active, powerful, and forceful. Bear in mind that a lot of change may occur continuously in every stage. When conducting qualitative research, nothing is fixed in this type of research because word few may change instantly. So as the researcher go on the research process, we may find the need to the amend or replace interview question and consider variant way of getting answer from the participant. Another characteristic of the qualitative research is can apply multiple research approach and method. In this allow researchers to approach or plan the study in various way. There is freedom in the combining different data gathering, strategy, and analyzing technique, making it multi-method research. And then the next characteristic of qualitative research is specificity to generalization. In qualitative research, specific ideas are directed to create general understanding of something. It's follow an inductive or scientific method of thinking that leads to generalization of or conclusion, particularly by occurring a specific point of view from different people. A bigger idea is formulated to create a significant generalization. Next, please. And then another characteristic of qualitative research is contextualization, meaning it includes all variable factor or condition affecting to the study. To contextualize something means to give important perspective by citing similar example or relevant background. And then this diversified data. Since qualitative research prefer collecting data in a natural setting like observing people as they live and work, analyzing photographs or video as they generally appear to people, or looking at classroom unchanged or adjusted to people, attentional observation hinge in particularly create diversified data in real life situation. And then another characteristic of qualitative research is abound with word and visual word. Word and more word come in big quantity in this kind of research data gathering to interviews or library reading is done verbally in some cases in research to quitting some in respondent answer. So if you are about to create a qualitative research paper. And then lastly, internal analysis characteristic of qualitative research and examination of data. Characteristic incomprehensively done in this step of research performing and the internal analysis allow the researcher to identify the strong point and weakness, the loopholes, and all other factors that may have influence and affect the data gathered. Okay, that's all about my explanation. The presentation I return back to Tueka. For the time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Anggi. Before we end the presentation, we will to show you a video about qualitative and quantitative research.
Sorry, Toeka, maybe you can share the audio because
Okay, Devita, sorry.
Thank you.
data. When doing research, there are lots of different methods you can use, but most of them fall into two main categories: quantitative and qualitative. Quantitative research often utilizes statistics and numerical data. It can also use scientific experiments, surveys, and structured observation. A quantitative study doesn't require personalized interpretation, so it should be replicable by anyone. Let's say you want to find out which leading brand of fertilizer works best on Venus flytraps. You would start with a hypothesis, for instance, that brand A is the best. You would test the different fertilizers on a large sample size of plants, carefully control for environmental conditions, and precisely measure all of the plants. If your conclusion is right, then other people should get the same result when they repeat the test. Qualitative research is more subjective and requires the researcher to interpret data in order to form thematic ideas. It often includes interviews with open-ended questions, case studies of specific situations, and loose observation. Let's say you want to find out if a youth program helps underprivileged teens. You would want to talk to the participants and ask them what they think. Then interpret your results. So to recap, quantitative research is objective, concrete, and measured, while qualitative research is subjective, interpretive, and descriptive. Not all research falls into one category or another. Your area of study may require a mixture of both. You should choose the method or combination of methods that works best for you.
Okay, that's all about our presentation. Thank you for attention and see you next time. See you.